In 356 BC, a boy was born who would rewrite the map of the world. His name was Alexander. But he wasn't just a king's son. His mother, Olympias, told him he was descended from Achilles and Hercules. His father, Philip II, gave him the best military education on earth. Aristotle taught him philosophy, medicine, and logic. He was a scholar warrior, reading the books every night. But here is the twist. Aristotle also taught him that Greeks were superior barbarians. This education fueled his ambition to conquer not just for glory, but to civilize the world, or so he claimed. At 20, his father was murdered. Most would crumble. Alexander didn't. He instantly purged his rival, secured the throne, and proved that the student had become the master. You can't talk about Alexander without his horse, Bucephalus. Some people say the horse was crazy. Alexander noticed the horse was just afraid of its shadow. He turned it to the sun and rode it into history. In 334 BC, he crossed the Hellespont, Dardanelles Strait in Greece, with just 35,000 men to face the superpower of the era, the Persian Empire. At the River Granicus, he didn't wait. He led the charge himself. He was a tactical genius who easily crushed the Persian warriors. He almost died. A Persian noble named Spithridates beat a scimitar at Alexander's head. His helmet saved him, but the sword shattered the helmet. Alexander killed him seconds later. It was a close call that almost ended history before it began. Next stop, Tyre, an impregnable island city. They told Alexander to go away. He didn't. He built a massive causeway to the Sidhe, a road in the middle of the ocean, over 7 months. He took the city and, according to some accounts, massacred thousands. This is where the hero starts looking like a villain. Next test is Gordian knot. Prophecy said, "He who unties this knot shall rule Asia." Alexander couldn't find the ends, so he pulled out his sword and cut it. I untied it my way, but historians say it wasn't cheating. In Greek, untying could mean resolving. Alexander resolved the problem with steel. It was the ultimate power move. 331 BC. Gaugamela, on the territory of modern Iraq. King Darius III had an army 5 times larger than Alexander's. He even brought side chariots to cut through the Macedonians. Alexander used a hammer and anvil tactic. He pretended to retreat, created a gap in the Persian line, and then charged through the gap himself directly at Darius. Darius ran. The Persian Empire collapsed. Then Persepolis, the capital of Persia. Alexander was drunk at a party with the courtesan Thais. She dared him to burn the palace to avenge Athens. He did on a whim. Asterisk mixed fact. It was likely a calculated political move to destroy Persian power forever. But yes, alcohol was involved. Alexander was becoming the great, but he was also becoming the drunk. He didn't stop at Persia. He pushed into India. At the Hydaspes River, he faced King Porus and his battle elephants. Alexander's men were terrified of the elephants. They thought the beasts were invincible. Alexander used anti-elephant tactics, skirmishers with javelins, and loud noises. He won, but it was his bloodiest battle. But then, at the Hyphasis River, the unthinkable happened. His men mutinied. They were tired, they missed home, and they were scared of the even larger Indian armies ahead. Alexander locked himself in his tent for 3 days, crying. Then he turned back. The God King had been defeated by his own men. In 323 BC, in Babylon, he planned to conquer Arabia. Instead, he got a fever. He was poisoned by his generals. Modern science suggests typhoid fever combined with peritonitis asterisk, a burst intestine, from years of heavy drinking and wounds. He suffered for 12 days. His last words? To the strongest. His empire fractured instantly, but he left behind the Hellenistic age. Greek culture fused with the East. From Egypt to India, the world changed. He never lost a battle, but he lost his mind, his men, and eventually his life. Was he a hero or a cautionary tale? Feel like if you think he was the greatest general ever. Subscribe for more fact or story.